what's up you guys, I am back and I've known I've been gone for about 2 months now. I am so sorry. It's because I've had college work and I've been on holiday and it's just been a bit hectic and I haven't had enough time to watch any films for you guys and actually enjoy the films and review them. But I'm hopefully going to come back and start doing this at least every 2 weeks if I can, hopefully once a week, but I'm not making any promises because I never know when I'm going to be free or when college is going to be actually good enough for me. Anyway, today I am deciding to do something different and it's no film, but it is of Stranger Things, the TV programme of the Netflix original series. Now, I binged watched season 2 last week and oh my god, I have so much to talk about. The first thing I liked was the characters that they introduced. Even though for this series what I was hoping to gain out of it was more of a group dynamic thing, so we got to see Mike and Eleven and Will and Lucas and Dustin together, but we didn't really quite get that, which I was a little bit disappointed in. Sorry, I just got reject, which I was a little bit disappointed in. However, the characters that they did introduce, like Max, I did actually enjoy. Now with Max's character we kind of understand why they put her in. Now these boys are about 14, I think the youngest is like 12 and the oldest is about 15. Now some of them have probably already hit puberty or some of them are going to be hit in the face with puberty, and these boys are going to be growing up fast and it's going to change the characters on the show. So what they're trying to do is introduce how the boys are also changing now. So they're kind of introducing more girls into it and sort of showing that these boys are getting a little bit older and that their heads are being turned a little bit more. So that's what I personally think that Max offered to the characters, because we had the love triangle with Dustin and Lucas and Max. I think it's really sweet how they did this, because we all can relate. At my age, at like an 80-year-old, we've all had awkward encounters with our crushes, and I thought it was just really sweet and it made us connect with the characters a lot more on a whole different new level, and I thought it was just really sweet and awkward how they are. But I'm happy she went with Lucas. I am sorry Dustin, but you got to dance with Nancy, so I mean, is it all that bad, really? Now with Will's character, we got to see a lot more of him this series, and oh my god, is he an amazing actor. He was so wasted in season 1, but I'm just so happy we got to see his potential as an actor, and he is superb. His possession scene as well, when it's all like black up his veins, I thought that looked amazing, but also how he was with the group. Now we didn't really get to see much of the group dynamic with Will in it because Will was out for most of the episodes in season 1, but now we finally see how he clicks in with them and we got to see them more as a group, which even though I just said before that we didn't, we still got to see snippets of just the boys together and not so much with Eleven, which I still, as I said, a little bit upset with that, but we got to see Will. And what really sweet came out of this was Will and Mike's relationship. I thought it was really nice how they did this, and I thought it was very much a bromance, and it showed how them two have more of a stronger connection in this group, because you have Lucas and you have Dustin, which were doing their own thing, and then you had these two and they were doing their own thing, a little bit more wilder I would say than the love triangle and the occasional killing of a demo dog. But with this I thought it was really sweet. Now with Nancy and Jonathan, I was so happy with this. Rosie, shut up. At the end of this season 1, I was like, oh my god, she gave him a camera, they're gonna go out one day, forget about Steve, but no, she walked into the house and Steve put her arm around her and you just knew that she went with Steve. But I was like, oh, okay, you're going with Steve, right, that's fine, I'll try and get over it. But inside I was like, no, Jonathan is the man for you. And finally, someone said it. I think his name was Murray, the weird guy, the conspiracy guy that I was trying to help out with finding out what happened with Barb. He was literally us, like the fans. He was just going, hey, there's something going on with you two. Just kind of let's get it on. And they did, finally, thank God for that. And they made the most cutest couple. I am a little bit upset with Steve. I feel so bad for him because you know how much he did actually like Nancy. And when he's looking at her after he just dropped off Dustin in the snowball and he's staring at her and it's like, honey, your haircut is perfect. It is magnet, like babe magnet. You will get loads of chicks, do not worry. I know the next one, including Steve again, was Dustin and Steve. My god, it was so sweet with the hair and with like the love advice. I thought it was such a weird pairing, but such a perfect pairing as well. And I kind of want to see a little bit more of them, and I kind of want them to have like a spin-off show and they're just like giving love advice, because I thought it was just so sweet and so funny. And you saw how actually Steve has a sensitive side, and he was like the babysitter, as he said, and also how much he wanted to help Dustin, and I want to see a little bit more of them too in season 3. Now, one of my favourite pairings, even though those were my favourite pairings, was Hopper and Eleven. I think they were perfect on camera with each other. The way that them two interacted, you believed in what they were saying together, and I thought they were just amazing together. When they had the fight, I was like, oh my god, no, just hug each other and it'll be fine, and just adopt her, just don't be angry with her and don't be angry with him. And then as soon as like they come back together and they're going into the upside down and she holds her hand out and he just grabs it, and I'm like, oh, they are just so good together. And when they were having that talk in the car on the way to the upside down, I was in tears nearly with it. And also it showed us how with Hopper, what he's doing with Eleven is something he can't do or couldn't do with his daughter, and he's trying to rectify those things by doing it to Eleven. And although to us it seems a bit harsh, he had her best interest at heart, and I think Eleven got that as well. But I'm so happy that he's like had her now and he's got this new identity, Jane Hopper, and I really want to see how they carry on that two like dynamic duo, I kind of want to call it, because it was so good and I was so emotionally invested in them two. However, the one part I didn't really like about Eleven's thing was her character sort of arc. Now, I don't mind it because I was really intrigued to see more about what happened with Eleven with her past, and also with her mother when that was kind of brought up. I was a bit like, oh okay, I want to see how this goes. But I didn't really like how they did it, but then I did. Now there's two sides to this. I watched Screen Junkie's review on this, which kind of changed my opinion on how they did it. Now, at one episode, they had this sort of character-based episode. The other stories kind of halted and Eleven's story would carry on. And I liked it because we still got like trickles throughout. But I liked how it was done in one scene, because as Screen Junkie said, which I kind of agreed more thinking about it, that we would have got bored if it was stretched out upon all of it. And now that it was just done and dusted and sorted, we could get over it and carry on with the big things that are happening for the finale of the series. Because I was a little bit bored of the character arc. I thought with the mother bit, I thought that was quite intriguing. And then as soon as it went to this girl, it was predictable who this girl was. As soon as I saw the little child, I was like, right, okay, so it's the girl from the start then. The first like scene of this season, it's that girl there. And it gave no sort of intrigue on who it could be, or no surprise, because we already knew who it was going to be. They kind of lacked in that bit where they could have sort of tricked us to believe it was someone else when actually it could be someone else. But like with her character, I thought they could do a lot more with her. However, they didn't. It was more to show Eleven how to get deeper into her powers and go from her past and get all the dark and the hatred and the sort of horribleness that she's experienced to make her powers stronger. I like that because Eleven started to learn her powers a little bit more, and it helped for like her closing the gate. However, I think they could have done so much more with her character. And they haven't killed her off, so there might be potential of her being included into season 3. So I would really like to see if she's included in season 3 or season 4 that they've already sort of like made official. Now, the next character I loved, and I got so invested with him as well, I've been invested in too many characters, was Bob. Now, Bob was, oh my god, he was so sweet. I didn't trust him to start with. I was a bit like, I don't like you, because I thought Joyce should go with Hopper. I was like, them two are my OTP, I want them. But as soon as he started being sweet, and he was like that awkward wannabe cool sort of stepdad, I thought it was just really, really good. And then he goes and dies. Spoiler alert, I'm so sorry, I should have said spoiler alert, he dies. But he dies, and he dies in such a harsh way. He tries to be the big hero, and then it kind of backfires on him. Well, it doesn't, because he does what he's intended to do. It's just he didn't come out of it alive. And in that scene, I was so, oh my god, I was like, why can't Hopper go with him? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Why can't Hopper go with him? He'll shoot the demo dogs while he's doing all like the tacky stuff. Then they'll leg it back over, pick up Joyce, Will and Mike and the doctor, and then leg it over. But no. He decides, I'll go it alone. Which is a very brave move, I have to admit. But I was a bit like, this is going to end badly. Now, I thought the doctor was bad all of a sudden. I don't know why, what gave me inkling. I think it's because I invested in Bob too much and I didn't want him to die. I thought the doctor was taking him on a wrong journey. I thought he was going to take him like to the demi-dogs and he was going to get eaten and it's going to be like, oh my god, you're such an evil doctor. But no, instead what he does is he actually protects him and he tells him, oh, the demi-dogs are there. And when he went into that room, I was literally going like this. Oh my god. And then he went, I was like, oh, go, Bob. And as soon as he stood there and he froze and he went, Joyce, and then whop, I was like, it was predictable, but I mean, it was too quick. I was like, oh my god. And he just died. And I cried with Joyce and Joyce cried and it was too much emotion. But hashtag justice for Bob. That's all I can say. We got justice with Barbara this episode, well, this series. So why can't we get justice for Bob? Hashtag justice for Bob. But I really also liked how in Will's house they had that poster thing that he obviously drew of Bob as a Superman. And, well, not as Superman, but as his like Superman alter ego. And I thought that was just really sweet and paid a nice little bit of a homage to his character. For season 3, I'm a little bit concerned on what they're going to do because there's only so much of the same thing that you can do until it gets a little bit boring and a little bit repetitive. Now, if you look at Walking Dead, it's the same thing every season. And this, I don't want that to happen with Stranger Things because it's such a good program. I don't want it to lose momentum in being the same thing all the time. Because the acting is superb in this and so is the screenwriting. I'm not having any go about them. I think the Duffer Brothers are amazing. I think that's how you pronounce their names. Well, the directing group. And also all of the acting cast, the child actors and the adult actors are superb. But however, I do think Will won't be the main centre of this piece for season 3. Because if you remember rightly, Dustin actually breathed in some of the stuff from the Upside Down. I cannot speak. From the Upside Down. Now, this could be potentially part of the new sort of story for season 3, because if you remember rightly, when Will had the thing coming through his mouth, it sort of embedded itself in him. Now, because some of the parts are already in Dustin, this could potentially mean that he is going to be the one that's possessed by this thing now, and he may become the bigger picture of season 3. It's been confirmed that season 3 and season 4 are supposed to be happening. Now, possibly this could be a good thing and I want to see more, but if they turn around and go, you know what, we're just going to leave at season 2, I won't mind as much. I'll still be a little bit like, oh, I kind of wanted to see more. However, I will go, look, there's obviously a reason behind this. Maybe they don't want to do the same things all the time. So actually it could be a good thing. And how they left it, although it leaves on like a, you want more because you want to see what happens with the shadow monster, you also kind of go, it's pretty much complete now. It's like the gate's closed, Will's fine, Eleven's got a new identity, maybe now they may start to have a normal life. However, I don't know what's happening in season 3 or season 4, we just have to wait until it happens. But guys, I want to know what you think is going to come and your predictions, so leave a comment down below on any films you want to see me review, any types of videos you want me to do. I can do makeup tutorials. If you look on my Twitter and on my Instagram, there's some like ideas of makeup that I do. But also what TV programs you want to see me do, any types of videos that you want to see me do, comment down below. Also comment down below about what's your predictions for season 3, which I'm kind of excited about, kind of not. I just have to see what happens for it. But anyway guys, thank you for watching this video. Sorry that it dragged on a little bit and I'm talking so much because I'm trying to get all my points quick enough that it's not going to drag on and be like a 20-minute video and you guys be bored of it. But I hope to see you guys soon. I will make a video again. I am promising you, pinky promise and all of that stuff. But I will see you tomorrow. Bye!